Thanos Fractured Frontier has joined Marvel Snap, and it's probably one of the most anticipated cards in a while, and it has the coolest animation I've ever seen. Thanos Fractured Frontier is a 5/8 that reads Game Start, load an Infinity Shot, your cards have Quick Draw, Thanos loads again, on reveal, fire all loaded shots. So this card, honestly, it's been a great start to the season. It's not been going on for too long. I wanted to get this video out for you guys, but the card is nuts. In mainly just animation. The animation is crazy, but the actual card itself has been performing very, very well for me. It's very cool because it's random as well, so every game feels different, and by far, I think it has a very solid home in the deck that I'm about to show you. I haven't seen too much of what people have been cooking with it. There have been a couple of Wiccan decks, but I don't know if I'm fully sold on those decks as I am this one. So before I just start waffling about it, let me show you. So this is the deck I am calling Thanos Akimbo. So yeah, you kind of guessed it. It's two Thanoses. People were kind of toying with the idea before launch, but I think some people were a little hesitant because they didn't know if these stones would work. Well, spoiler alert, they do. So if you get any stone turn 1 and you draw a card, guess what? It still counts as quick draw for the following turn, which I didn't think would happen, but alas, here we are. So say you play Mind Stone turn 1, you draw 2 stones, so that turn 2, both of those have quick draw, which is insane, because by that point you've loaded 4 shots into Thanos. The only caveat to that is he's slightly trickier to draw, purely because you're playing him in a Thanos deck. Also, the original Thanos stones don't work with Thanos Fractured Frontier, unfortunately, but I think it might have been slightly overpowered if it did, so I can kind of understand why they did not do that. So without any further ado, let me get into the deck. So starting off, we have Agony. Now, Agony is in here because we have a slightly different win condition that is just based around Thanos. Yes, you have Thanos and you have the other Thanos as a win condition, but at the same time, you kind of want to have cards to copy, because Thanos has a reality shot, and the idea is if you play it on the location of a really strong card, Thanos will then duplicate it. So the idea I went for here is to have the Agony angle and Agony into Jubilee. So that then by turn 5, you then play it on top of Jubilee, maybe it duplicates Jubilee, then draws a card, then discounts, and you're kind of off to the races at that point. That's the main reason Agony's in here, alongside Spider-Man, because we've got some cards that are kind of dishing out bonus points of power, mainly because Venus is here. Same with Marvel Boy. I know I'm jumping all over the place right now, but Marvel Boy's here to buff the 1-drops. Venus is in here to stack those 1-drop buffs. Then we have Agony and Spider-Man because they're 1-drops that also buff things, so they kind of fit perfectly in here. And obviously then you have all the stones to go along with it. We have King Eitri. King Eitri is in here for drawing a card, one of the stones. If you play Jubilee, then King Eitri after, so that you get the Jubilee proc on it. Or same with Thanos Fractured Frontier, if you know you're about to play it and discount your hand, you can play King Eitri. The other perfect thing about King Eitri is playing it for a stone will guarantee that you have a quick draw the next turn. Honestly, the deck just feels so smooth, it's really nice to play. Then we have Surge. Now, Surge feels like she works really well with a deck like this because of the fact you're discounting the card that you're drawing for the next turn, so you're more likely to play it. And with this deck, you only have a couple of cards that are higher cost. That's kind of the way you need to lean into building a deck when you're building one of these Thanos Fractured Frontier decks, because turn 1 you kind of want to have a 1-drop to be able to play. Now, the other Thanos obviously makes that very easy. And having Surge, playing her turn 2, just discounting any of the cards in your deck really is great because you can just play them alongside stones at that point. I don't know, it's just the way that you draw, and the next turn you can play those like stones that you drew or those cards that you drew and they still count as quick draws is just such a satisfying gameplay mechanic. It makes the card so fun to play. I think I'm already 100% sure a lot of people are going to be picking up this card, but because of how fun it is and how cool its animation is and how it's probably going to have a few different homes as well. I know it's not my breakdown of the card section. I usually do that at the end, but I think I'm going to be saying you should pick this up right now before we even get to that section. But if you want a slightly more in-depth breakdown, which I'm not really sure too much more that I can say that I haven't already said, that jump to the end of the video. But you can probably tell I'm excited because I'm jumping all over the place there. So let me continue with the breakdown. So we have Strange Supreme. Strange obviously just absorbing all of the stones. I didn't realize that if you play Strange with Venus, every time he absorbs, he gets 2 points of extra power because of the proc of taking the power of the card he absorbs and the proc of gaining the +2 power afterwards. That's kind of crazy. I thought that then maybe playing Thanos onto him to duplicate him would be cool. The only downside there is that he can then absorb himself. But that lane would then be absolutely insane. There's probably no way that the opponent's going to beat that lane. And then if Thanos gets movable, move him somewhere else and then play another crazy card alongside him, and probably a pretty strong win condition, honestly. Marvel Boy I already broke down. There's just a lot of 1-drops, and with Venus there's no reason not to. Jack Flag. Now Jack Flag's mainly in here because if you manage to get Agony and Jubilee buffed, playing Jack Flag on that location gives Jubilee even stronger buffs. But also if you've just got a lot of 1-drops that are getting hit by Marvel Boy, pretty decent. We also have Aurora, obviously, towards the end. I think it's probably worth talking about Aurora. I've kind of dabbled on the other cards. I usually do them in order, but Aurora at this point, I mean, Aurora and Thanos just works together, doesn't it? Buffing the on reveals, ongoings, activates. We only have one activate with King Eitri, but I think that's fine. End of turn with Marvel Boy and Strange, and yeah, most of the rest of it is just on reveals, and Venus and Jubilee don't really interact with it. But if you Venus and Aurora on the last turn, honestly, there's just a lot of win conditions in this deck. I'd be curious to see what people do when they end up refining these lists, but right now I've been having a ton of fun with this one. A lot of success against the mirror matches with people playing Wiccan. I think that might be the day one place people are trying out this quick draw effect, and alongside the new Psylocke card. Now I will be covering Psylocke tomorrow in its own video, probably aside from playing her with Thanos, just to see if I can find a deck that she could work in. But yeah, this deck has been very, very cool, and I'm about to show you the gameplay. Honestly, it's some of the most fun I've had in a while. And I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you enjoy the card, definitely pick it up and let me know how you get on with it. So, without any further ado, let's get to the gameplay. Not an ideal location. Yeah, Zombie Galactic. Okay. We got the Reality Stone. I think the Reality Shot, sorry, is the one that I constantly forget about what it does. This is probably better, right? Nice, we got the boy. Reality Shot. Make a copy of your other lowest cost card here, of course. Which means we get the combo. We get to play Marvel Boy into Jubilee, into Thanos, create a second Jubilee. We do miss out on the quick draw hits, but I think it's worth it, especially seeing as we have a turn 7 now, and we can turn that turn 7 off. Perfect. Jubilee with the 8. Insane. Then we Thanos, and he's going to just buff himself and then copy Jubilee. Okay, respectable. Let me just double my Jubilee real quick. 19 power Venus. Just casually. Turn this off. That should be pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, we got this. And they forgot about the Reality Stone.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
And we got all 3. Always feels bad doing the Reality Stone on Magic.
Victory!
But a win is a win. Okay, we got the Thanos mirror match, and we actually have Thanos this time as well. Nice, Reality Stone. I need to keep on top of what these all do. So Reality Stone is make a copy of your other lowest cost card here. Oh, so you like duplicate the card that's at its current location. Makes sense. Which means I kind of want to play Venus left and have Thanos duplicate it. Meaning, realistically, oh, it's a tricky one because I don't want Los Diablos to destroy Panopticon. Ooh. What happens if this plays Thanos? Guess we find out. It clogs my location. Okay. They might snap with that. Oh, he's movable though, so that's actually okay. We can make a copy of him. That could actually be kind of nuts. Okay, let's make a copy of Thanos with Thanos. So they're definitely playing like a Wiccan. Strange just needs to not hit the ice cube, really. Then I think we just play Jubilee, and then next turn we can Thanos here. We've got Infinity Ultron. What are we getting? The green. Meaning we can flood the board. Drawing another card, getting Surge. Okay, I could snap here. I want to snap, but I also don't want to ruin my chances at having this play pull off. So we're doing everything apart from drawing a card, which is great actually. Let's do this. Create a copy of Thanos with Thanos and get... I assume it's going to do the stones. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, we've got all the shots in the chamber. He's got the power, he's got a copy of them, he's shooting. The other Thanos shooting? The other Thanos is not shooting. That is a shame. Felt like it would have been a pretty crazy play. He gets to move though, which is strange. The other one doesn't get to move. Aurora, this is end of turn, this is on reveal, ongoing. These are just all on reveal. And maybe we do Thanos, Marvel Boy, Jack Flag. I think we sacrifice the middle location. Jack Flag here, then Venus. Let's see how this plays out. Our right location should be decently strong. Okay, they got the Thanos, so they're destroying my Soul Stone. Oh, never mind. They're like an all the stones deck. That double block from Venus is nuts. Very cool. Victory. We got the triple Thanos Fractured Frontier down. This is honestly perfect. I think with Castle Blackstone, we might actually be able to constantly win this. Okay, Mind Stone and Time Stone. I think let's draw a card and then discount my hand. That's actually a pretty good combo there. I think we do Strange just to try and keep the Castle Blackstone going. Because I can Time Stone bar Sinister. I have just noticed my tracker is telling me my opponent is a bot. That is new. In which case we always snap these. I mean, I'm just going to massively discount Thanos. Does this work for the other Thanos? This cannot work for the other Thanos. That is insane. Actually got massively outplayed there. Strange should be able to do some shenanigans though. Yeah, it doesn't work for the other Thanos. It does mess with them. Okay, so this Thanos has... What has he loaded? He's loaded the yellow, then the... So he's got draw one card, then reduce cost of cards in your hand by 1. Probably Jubilee, and then Spider-Man. Okay, and now he is loaded destroy weakest enemy card here. And loaded +3 power. I know that one, anyway. Destroy weakest card here is unfortunately not going to do very much. Do we... No, I think we do play Thanos. Because he's going to draw a card and then discount cards in my hand, so it's probably smart.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, interesting.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Yeah, that is sure an interesting play. And then we get the blue one, which is +1 power removable, I think. That is too cool. Actually, too awesome. Okay. Then we should just be fine. 17 power movable card is nuts. And then he loads his gun again, which I guess prevents Wong shenanigans.
Wind
Classic bot maneuver. So the track is actually correct. That'll be interesting to keep an eye on. Okay. I think in these situations we always play one that could draw a card. That's kind of bricked our Jubilee. Red and green. I'm gonna learn these eventually. It is actually way too easy to get the shots loaded. It's nuts. But this is another bot, apparently.
I found the rock.
Aurora. Yeah, let's draw Thanos, then draw that. I think I want to play a card that's going to get buffs here. Jubilee would have been great for our next turn play here. On the left, on top of Agony. Okay. Definitely Marble Boy, King Eat Tree. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the dream of playing King Eat Tree. Not King Eat Tree, sorry. Jubilee on the left. Fully loaded Thanos. Yeah, that is if we even draw him, actually. That's the only sad part at the moment.
Wind, aid my hand.
Nice, okay, so we get a buffed reality stone. And then just a time stone. Wow, okay. Well, Aurora, this is ongoing. And yeah, this is end of turn, activate end of turn. You know, honestly, I think I just get the most power from doing something like this. Yeah, and then we just sacrifice the right lane. I snapped already.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Wow, okay. That was a little too scary. The warrior falls into Strange, eating the biggest card from there. Nice. We got the victory anyway. It is tempting to play Soulstone, huh?
I'm Spider-Man.
Let's do Soulstone, Space Stone. Sadly, we drew Thanos before. I guess it's playing Jack Flag. Ooh. I wanted to play it there, but here is probably better. I realize my tracker is wrong for this game, I might just have to ignore that. Been having a problem where the game crashes. Yeah, the game crashes and then I have to quit it. Oh, it doesn't crash, sorry. I've been having a problem where the game says that it can't join me into the game. And then I can't rejoin it unless I restart the game. And I think that's why the tracker is kind of gone a little bit haywire. We have another bot again.
Oh, snap.
I think I don't really know if I want to load the stones or not. I think that maybe I do that. I was thinking I could load the stones, but at the same time I haven't actually drawn Thanos, so I'm not too set on it. That's quite scary. Discard a card, okay. Okay, let's do Thanos here with the Power Stone buff. Hopefully that's enough.
I am inevitable.
Nice. Lining up the bots today.
Victory.
I'll do it, even though the concern is we can't really play Thanos next turn. Okay, so we can actually see what they're loading. Yeah, let's do this into this. I think having two Spider-Man's pretty
I'm
good.
Spider-Man.
power shot. And hopefully we draw another stone. Ooh. They might snap off of that, but I also don't think that's the best play. We Mind Stone, we get all of the stones, sir. Okay, we loaded the blue one. They have got a double wick in there. They're going to have a lot of energy. Our strangers are going huge. Let's turn this off. Then probably double Marble Boy. Moving cards one to the right. Wow, okay. Oh, they got their Psylocke off. They're just going to be able to play their entire hand pretty much. Wow. They're playing all the new cards. Although, funnily enough, I think I'm still fine. They've kind of filled up their hand. They're just going to be getting like an insane amount of energy. But I don't really know what they can do with it, you know? I could just snap. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, maybe it's because I managed to flood their lanes, but it's too funny. Okay, we got the double Thanos maneuvers going. Yeah, the right move here is never to play one of the stones if you have this card off the bat. Could be snap-worthy with Venus. I honestly think it might be. Oh, nice. We can disable that. And then that goes off twice, which is always been an insane interaction. Ooh. Yeah, that's not too great here. I can keep this going though. I keep having them destroy that card. Oh, nice. Okay, so we've drawn him now. Then we could just do... So he's going to do everything but the purple. He's going to get +1 power, make a copy of my other lowest cost card here, reduce the cost of cards by hand by 1. You see, those ones aren't great. Destroy the lowest power card there. Seems like it could be pretty good though. Let's do that, and then we'll make 2 Venuses. Although Strange Supreme isn't actually going to absorb anything. Ooh. Yeah. We didn't quite get it off, unfortunately. Okay, and the Thanos off. Oh, this is a very good start. Okay, we have draw one and movable. Oh, Camelot's pretty good actually. Let's draw one of these. Or do we? I was feeling like maybe I wait. Purely because I'd want to play Venus, but we'll see. Oh wow. That caused me to draw Jubilee. Space Stone. Let's stick with the Jubilee and see what we can get done. Ah, nice, they got the Space Stone. That is actually very fortunate. I think we snap. I'll snap because if we can get enough cards in the middle, Venus might be able to carry it. And Jubilee could give us enough power on the left side. I was tempted to put another Jubilee down, but it might be overkill because we can't actually play on those locations after this. Okay, a 1/7. This is definitely a winning location. But then I need to make sure that I'm playing something strong enough on the right for the last turn, which I don't know if I can do. We'll see. I mean, Thanos himself is going to be pretty good. Yeah, the original Thanos is going to be decently large. We can sacrifice the middle. Venus buffing Strange twice is crazy. Okay, I think it just has to be Thanos. Nice. Good job, that was a high enough power that Drax couldn't just drink. Oh, this is like the perfect draw with the Mind Stone into two other stones. Wow, okay. Yeah, definitely a bot. The tracker is correct with this assessment. Nice, we got Thanos. I really want to hit Reality Stone because I want to see if I can Marvel Boy in the middle and get Thanos to duplicate it. I have 2 chances. It's pretty good odds. Okay, we got the draw a card one. And we got the destroy lowest power enemy card. Ah, well, our plans got screwed with anyway because we technically can't do that anymore. Could do this for double Power Stone with Thanos, but perhaps not the best play. Is there anything else we could do with a reality shot? Not really. I was thinking if I discounted Aurora, but to be able to do that I would have to... What on earth is happening? Is this bot smoking crack? Surge. No, sure. Let's just do Strange here. And we got Reality Shot. Honestly, for it destroying the lowest power card somewhere, ooh, that's actually kind of perfect. We get a double Surge. Seriously, Snapper? Okay, I won't complain. We get double Surge, we destroy their thing, then we draw a card. And we discount the cost because of Spider-Man, so...
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
This animation is so freaking cool. Honestly, I think it's my favorite animation in the game. It's so awesome. Yeah, let's swap these two around. This is on reveal. This is technically ongoing. That's end of turn. So we can just do this. I'd be pretty content with it.
I am Iron Man.
Oh, the Iron Man. Very nice. Strange is such a scary card.
Victory.
I keep worrying that he's just going to pull something that's so high power it prevents me from winning the location. But nice. Oh, that's freaking awesome. Okay. And we get Thanos. So let's just draw Thanos. I still think it's probably best to just draw Thanos. Because at least I'm never quick drawing him, but at least he's then out the way with, you know. This is a bot again. Crazy. Oh, Morag is not nice. Not a fan of Morag. Okay, disabling their Psylocke. And Dream Dimension, yet another thing that I'm not a fan of.
Oh, snap.
We might as well, right? Load another shot, which is the destroy one. We destroy, we draw, and we...
Opponent snapped.
Oh, we don't really want Dream Dimension to go off, though. Yeah, thank you. This turn 4 play is awful, though. Nice. Mojo World. We can actually do something with that. Reality Shot, copy the lowest. Ooh. Meaning we could put Thanos middle to copy Power Stone and get double buff Thanos. And Space Shot, and finally Power Shot. And we get Strange Supreme. As much as I like this card, my goodness, it's like... almost like it wants to throw me the game. Screw it. I'll do it. We're playing this for an 8 cuber here. It pretty much guarantees me a loss on the left, but... Ooh. You wee bish. crazy. Doesn't necessarily guarantee me a loss on the left, actually. It close to does, though. You just hope that it hits one of the other ones. Please hit one of these four. Just leave the Mind Stone alone, strange, okay? I know how tempting it is.
All hail Hydra!
Interesting. Okay, now you really just have to miss the Mind Stone. Thank you. Scary. Got close to all three locations as well.
Victory.
Good stuff. Thanos, Fractured Frontier. What do I think? After that, you probably saw that I'm pretty high on the card, right? I think I gave it a 4.5 in my review. We weren't sure at the time if you could see what was loaded, but you can see what was loaded, which is very, very cool. You can't reload extra shots, with the slight caveat to that being that if you shoot all the shots, they then get loaded again. So it's kind of like counter Wong. You can't Wong because when you play Thanos, he shoots all the shots and he doesn't have any extra to shoot, which is kind of cool. I think I like that they did it that way, otherwise the card would probably always be paired with Wong. Very, very cool. There was that one time that I duplicated the Thanos and he didn't shoot anything. So there's a slightly weird interaction. Like, I think it makes sense because Thanos had loaded his gun, but then that Thanos got played and his gun wasn't loaded. So that by the time I played the next Thanos, he didn't have any bullets to shoot once I duplicated him. I'm not really sure because the original Thanos got the ability to move. Weird. Anyway, there's going to be a couple of weird interactions that I think people find with this card. Very, very nice card. I think probably the highest I recommend picking up a card in a while, and it's a series pass card, so it's the easiest way to obtain a card. And in classic creator fashion, series passes are the best value for your money. I think that might be the first time I've said that, but I've heard it a lot from other creators, and I mean, they have a point, let's be honest. This season, more so than ever, 100% grab this card. It is so good. So fun, so cool. So versatile. Don't think it will get nerfed. I don't think I could endorse a card better than that, honestly. Probably my most favorite card that's been added in a while. Like, I liked Jubilee when she was added, but I think I liked the contrarian effect of that more so than the card itself. This card is really cool. Could get nerfed. Possibly could get nerfed. I did just say I don't see it getting nerfed, but it could become a 5/6 and it wouldn't surprise me. So maybe keep an eye out for that. But other than that, that's the video. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll speak to you all next time.